Salutations, dear visitors. Delighted to have your presence grace our digital abode once more. Today, let's embark on a journey into the intricate labyrinth of narcissism and explore the intricate dance they perform when their desires encounter an impasse, particularly within the realm of intimate connections. In their insular universe, narcissists perpetually crave adulation and the spotlight. Yet, beneath this facade lies a vulnerability to critique and setbacks, especially when their grandiose aspirations falter. Navigating human interactions with calculated precision, narcissists harbor specific objectives. They seldom invest in genuine, intimate bonds unless there's an opportunity to assert dominance. Employing manipulation as their tool of choice, they orchestrate relationships to secure control, ultimately aiming to ensnare their partner in an inextricable web of dependence. When selecting a mate, narcissists meticulously scrutinize vulnerabilities, unearthing past traumas and latent aspirations. Armed with this knowledge, they craft personas and behaviors tailored to fulfill their partner's needs and facilitate their healing, thereby cultivating an illusion of indispensability. But it's all just a show. Narcissists try to make their partner dependent on them and lower the value of the relationship so much that their partner feels like they can't live without them or find someone better. They do this by giving the impression that they care and understand them. After a serious relationship, narcissists have high hopes for the next one. They expect their partner to give in to all of their wants and needs without hurting their fragile self-esteem, and they expect them to be completely devoted to them. People who are narcissists want their partners to follow their unspoken rule of mental safety. It's interesting that even when a narcissist finds the perfect partner, someone who is kind, caring, and willing to go the extra mile, they slowly start to value these traits less. They start to take their partner's warmth and help for granted, both mentally and emotionally, over time. It gets to the point where they don't need their partner and think they can do just fine without them. Because of this, the narcissist's once strong link turns into apathy and lack of interest. This trend that keeps happening shows how complicated narcissistic relationships are. These relationships are based on the narcissist's plan to act like they don't care about their partners. Narcissists show their partners that they don't need them and that their presence doesn't affect their happiness through what they say, do, and how they act. The partner may think that the narcissist wouldn't even notice that they aren't there for a long time. But this situation shows how complicated these kinds of interactions can be. Narcissists play a subtle game of a brinkmanship with their partners all the time, pushing them to the edge. When the partner chooses to call the narcissist's bluff, that's when things really start to change. It happens at those crucial times when the partner, who feels ignored and undervalued, agrees with what the narcissist says. They could say, "If this is how you truly feel, then perhaps it's best if we part ways, or else, B, it seems like you don't need me in your life, so maybe it's time I move on." The partner challenges the narcissist's perceived lack of interest by making it clear that they are ready to end the relationship. At first, the narcissist might act like nothing is wrong, and they might even admit that being apart is better. But when the partner starts to pack up and leave because the narcissist keeps putting them down and ignoring them, the relationship changes dramatically. These acts show that the partner is determined to do well without the narcissist. By saying, "I will find happiness on my own if you say you don't need me," when the partner says, "I'm leaving for good," they are calling the narcissist's bluff. Even though the narcissist says they don't care, when their partner leaves, it shakes their sense of control and makes them question their power and dominance in the relationship. The narcissist has to face the results of their actions and words because of this change in power. As the partner leaves because the narcissist thinks they are expendable, the narcissist is forced to face the truth about their actions and the lie that they are self-sufficient. The narcissist goes through a lot of mental pain because of the separation. This exit is a harsh reminder to the narcissist that they never really had power over the person they thought they did. Narcissists are shocked and upset by the news, which shows how weak their power is. As soon as this person leaves, narcissists lose a key source of narcissistic supply. The attention, praise, emotional energy, or approval that a narcissist gets from others to boost their ego is called narcissistic supply. As each day goes by, the loss of this resource, which was once freely available from the deceased person, becomes more evident. As the narcissist's need for narcissistic supply grows and there are fewer ways to satisfy it, hopelessness and emptiness become more apparent. Once the person leaves, the narcissist's uncontrolled arrogance is revealed. Their false sense of invincibility falls apart as their mistakes and overconfidence show. This event goes right to the narcissist's core, immediately challenging and destroying their carefully constructed sense of who they are. The knowledge that they are weak pokes holes in their big egos, causing them great mental pain and emphasizing their need to be in charge. The person's departure is a harsh warning to the narcissist that they can't keep people, which could be because of codependency or unresolved emotional wounds. Even though the narcissist tried to keep the relationship going, the breakup shows how fragile and unpredictable these kinds of relationships are. This greater awareness makes the narcissist more vulnerable and makes it very hard for them to find and grow new sources of supply. Narcissists hate reality very much and always try to avoid fights that might make their carefully crafted view of themselves look bad. There is a deep fear of being exposed, weak, or diminished, especially when faced with a reality check like someone walking away or calling them out on their lie. The narcissist's absence hurts more at this point than any direct encounter or campaign of lies against them. Some people might think that challenging or discrediting the narcissist would have a bigger effect, but the truth is that their silence is what matters most. Many people think that telling the narcissist bad things about themselves, like a kid criticizing a parent for being selfish or an ex-partner writing about how manipulative they were online, would make them very upset. At first glance, these actions might look like they hurt the narcissist's ego and image. The problem is more complicated than it seems, though. Public criticism may seem to bother the narcissist on the surface, but in reality it makes them feel even more important. The fact that someone is trying to hurt the narcissist's image shows how powerful they are. It shows that the narcissist still has control over the person's thoughts and feelings, which makes them publicly reject the narcissist. But if you choose to leave quietly without getting even or arguing, that sends a strong message to the narcissist. This quiet exit keeps the narcissist from getting the attention and emotional turmoil they want, while also showing that the person is taking back control and refusing to be manipulated by the narcissist. Narcissists get scared when they think about silent resistance because it makes them feel like they have no control over their lives. By pulling away without showing off or acknowledging, people successfully challenge the narcissist's sense of dominance and show them the uncomfortable truth they are trying to avoid. There are two responses to slandering a narcissist. Narcissists care a lot about their image, so this could hurt them. In a strange way, though, it also makes them stronger in their power over the person who lied about them. Smearing wouldn't have happened if the narcissist wasn't still controlling the person's feelings. The narcissist will get a different result, though, if you call their game and choose to be absent instead of confronting them. If you walk away without looking back, the narcissist has no power over you. This is one of the most effective and moral ways to deal with a narcissist. We don't support harsh or damaging actions. Instead, we support disengaging in a way that hurts the narcissist's pride. They are in a tough spot when the story they were counting on falls apart, piercing their ego and sense of grandeur and making them feel rejected and void of confidence. After you leave, they have to put themselves back together and look for a new narcissistic source of material. This upheaval throws them into mental chaos, which makes it hard for them to get better. I hope that this talk throws some light on the complicated dynamics of narcissistic relationships and helps people who are in them. You need to get away from a narcissist as soon as possible. People who have recently gotten away from narcissists need to make it a priority to stay away from them at all costs. You might be interested in how the narcissist is doing now that the relationship is over, but your main worry should be your own health, so don't give them any more emotional energy. Thanks for watching. If you thought this video was helpful, please like, comment, and share it with other people who might also find it useful. Also, if you want to learn more about how to deal with and heal from narcissists, you might want to subscribe. Thanks for your help. We can keep giving you useful information.
A narcissist will thrive in his own world and stay away from you if you do these 10 ways. Embracing the notion of allowing a narcissist to inhabit their own realm independently becomes pivotal when one has endured the manipulative grasp and dominance of a narcissist over an extended period. Preparing oneself for an impending significant confrontation is of utmost importance. This conflict fundamentally revolves around reshaping the current state of affairs. Once you've successfully instigated the change, an overwhelming sense of satisfaction will be your reward. Narcissists, by their inherent nature, tend to display abusive behavior. This inclination primarily arises from their innate inability to empathize with others. They harbor a strong tendency to take things personally and often struggle to grasp the needs and perspectives of those around them. The slightest provocation can easily push them into a defensive stance. When narcissists become upset, they employ a variety of negative behaviors. They may resort to name-calling, directly confront the other person, use offensive and derogatory slurs, adopt a closed-off demeanor, or opt for the silent treatment. What adds to the distress is their ability to execute these actions in a calm, cold manner, which can be more unsettling than outright rejection or dismissal. Recognizing that a narcissist is unlikely to change can be a profoundly liberating moment. Once this realization dawns on you, a wave of relief will wash over you. You'll grasp that your energy and efforts can be more effectively directed elsewhere. While the journey may be arduous, the ultimate outcome will undoubtedly be rewarding and well worth the struggle. To assist you on this formidable journey, we've compiled a comprehensive list of 10 effective strategies for successfully disengaging from a narcissist and allowing them to inhabit their own world. We strongly encourage you to stay with us until the end, paying particular attention to the 10th sign. This aspect may not have crossed your mind before, and its unexpected nature is sure to catch you by surprise. We trust that this list will prove to be a valuable resource as you navigate toward a healthier, narcissist-free life. Commencing with the initial point. Directly address the narcissist using their first name. Employing someone's name in conversation holds significant personal resonance for a narcissist. This can be quite unsettling, as it sends a clear signal that their intimidating presence does not affect you. When you maintain eye contact and audibly call them by their name, it conveys an unequivocal message. Narcissists often perceive people as mere objects, lacking unique feelings and thoughts. Therefore, consistently using their name during interactions emphasizes your departure from their typical perception. It serves as a powerful testament to your superior emotional intelligence. Make a deliberate effort to use their name repeatedly in conversation. This is likely to disconcert and discomfort them. In doing so, you assert your individuality and emphasize that you are not just another faceless entity in their world. You are a distinct individual with your own thoughts, feelings, and perspectives. Continually reminding them of their individuality through the use of their name can disrupt their usual patterns of domination and control, helping you regain some measure of control in your interactions. Remember, while this technique can be effective, it's not a cure-all. Dealing with a narcissist is highly challenging, and it's essential to employ a variety of strategies to protect your mental health and well-being. Using their name is just one tool in your arsenal, so use it wisely and strategically. Moving on to the second point, ensure they remain focused on the current topic. Narcissists commonly employ the tactic of veering away from the subject during discussions. Their objective behind this strategic maneuver is to induce emotional distress, rendering you incapacitated and unable to continue the debate. The aim is to make the disagreement so unpleasant and emotionally taxing that you might reconsider confronting them in the future. It is crucial not to let this strategy prevail. Make a concerted effort to consistently guide the conversation back to its original topic, effectively thwarting their attempts at diversion. Avoid getting entangled in a heated argument or drawn into their game. If they launch a personal attack, resist the urge to retaliate. Narcissists often try to provoke you, aiming to make you lose your composure. Once successful, they manipulate the situation to depict you as the villain in the narrative. Maintain your composure and equanimity in the face of their emotional onslaught. Don't let their emotional state dictate or influence your own. Remember, your objective is not to win an argument but to retain control of the conversation and protect your emotional well-being. If you feel yourself becoming upset or agitated, take a moment to calm down and refocus. It's acceptable to take a break if necessary. The goal is effective communication, not getting embroiled in a battle of wills. By consistently steering the conversation back to its original topic and refusing to engage in personal attacks, you establish boundaries and assert control over the situation. This disruption of their usual patterns of control and manipulation can be highly disconcerting for a narcissist. Moving on to the third point, refrain from shouldering responsibility for their emotional state. If their actions elicit an emotional response from you, that is entirely normal and acceptable. They might try to label you as overly sensitive or emotional, but it's crucial not to let their provocations unbalance you. Maintain your calm demeanor. If they express anger or frustration towards you, let them do so. Despite their attempts to attribute negative feelings to your actions, it's vital not to fall into this trap. Assuming responsibility for their emotions is a perilous path, as it opens avenues for manipulation and coercion. If they are upset or angry, they will eventually move past it. Remember, their emotional state is not your burden to bear. It's crucial to acknowledge that each individual is accountable for their own feelings and reactions. Narcissists often endeavor to shift blame for their negative emotions onto others, a tactic intended for control and manipulation. By refusing to accept responsibility for their emotions, you establish a crucial boundary and assert your emotional autonomy. Remember to be kind to yourself during these interactions. It's okay to feel upset or frustrated, and prioritizing your own emotional health is essential. You are not responsible for managing the narcissist's emotions or reactions. Your primary responsibility is to yourself. This understanding can significantly assist you in navigating interactions with a narcissist while safeguarding your emotional well-being. Moving on to the fourth point. It is recommended to halt communication with them until they cease their abusive conduct. Once a narcissist embarks on a path of abusive behavior, it is unlikely to subside. This abuse may manifest as verbal onslaughts, character defamation, shouting, or treating you as insignificant. It is crucial not to tolerate such degrading behavior. If they address you disrespectfully, refrain from responding. Narcissists thrive in an atmosphere of attention, even if it is negative or adverse. Retaliation